Welcome back to Where Clarets Walk. Only one topic on this week's show. Cheers. Burnley are going up.
Cheers, boys.
How about that then, Dan? How's that feel? First of all, how's your head? Bit of a hangover today in work?
A 4-day hangover, unbelievable. Been drinking since Good Friday. Head's worse than Jesus, unbelievable. But no, it's been a great few days, to be perfectly honest. They've been poor quality matches, let's be honest. But this game of this time of the season, it's results that matter, and we've done what we've needed to do. My voice is gone, my head's gone, everything's gone, but we've gone as well. But we've gone the right way. We've called it way back from September. We said this would happen.
You did. Yeah, to be fair to you, 30-odd weeks ago, you all sat here and said, yeah, this team's just too good for this league, and you're absolutely spot on. 20 minutes of Burnley chat. We're also going to be talking about some alternative views of how Burnley will do next season, but let's forget about that. Let's not look ahead too far. Let's just enjoy this moment, shall we, Connor? How good was it when that second goal went in?
Oh, it was just a wave of relief came over me. And honestly, I didn't think we'd concede in that second half. Coming to the last 10 minutes, I thought it was going to be a nervy second half, but just how we've been defending all season, how we defended that second half, I wasn't really worried at all. Just more relief more than anything. We've done the job now and we can kind of sit back, kind of go for the title, but I'm not asked if we don't get that.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that, so I'll ask you now. Are anybody bothered about the title?
Not really.
Okay. Be nice to get it.
We're not, unless Leeds drop points on Saturday, then it's all of us we want the title.
Right. Yeah, okay. First of all, congratulations. Yeah, as a neutral, it's been a joy to be kind of riding your coattails along with you. Lots of the plaudits, Jordan, for last night's game. Anyway, went to one player. The admin says he took us there. Josh Laurent actually tweeted out, some skipper, man. I can't come to Dan for this one. Let's Jordan. Talk to us about your man.
Let's come to my. I'm the wise man of Brownhill, as we've seen the amount of defending I've done over the many weeks. Brought a little tear to my eye. And when his second goal went in from the penalty, you can even ask my partner. I went, "That was for you, Dan. He's done it for you." And I knew we had something to talk about. I honestly, I thought he were really going to hammer it home and get the third. And I was just going to come with a Brownhill mask on. I was going to have his kit on. I was going to proper hammer it home. No, I think altogether as a well-drilled, well-oiled team, I think they understood what was in front of them. They understood the pressure they was under. And if Esteve hasn't shown from that game that he's at least a £50 million player, how well he reads a game, how controlled he keeps a game, I believe he won us that second half because I think he kept the faith in the lads.
Absolutely. Right. We want Josh Brownhill on this show before the end of the season. So if you are a friend of his, if you know his agent, we want Dan to sit here publicly on a recorded video and apologise for the slander for the last 30 weeks that he's given this magnificent captain. Email admin@theterracetalk.com if you know how we can get Josh Brownhill, even on here just for a minute. He doesn't have to say anything. It just show his face. Dan can apologise. And we'll
he wouldn't want to say anything to Dan. He'd just stare at him and go, say it now.
And to be fair, I think ever since you've been saying it, Dan, his performances have improved, hasn't he? I'm sure he must be watching.
He must be.
Come on then, Dan. Humble pie, how's it taste?
I'm not eating it. I'm not having it.
Oh, cool. What does he have to do?
Now then, I will say this.
There we go.
I think he's been playing out of position all season. No, he's. Don't get me wrong. 16 goals now. He pops up with 2 yesterday. The first one was very much a poacher. I know he absolutely slammed it in, but he was the first to react to the save from the keeper, and then he takes the penalty and he takes it very, very coolly and calmly. I know I'm going to take pelters from you three on this, but my point still stands to a lesser extent. Because if you watched him against Watford, he gave the ball away and they went and scored. Now, you can't just keep on his tails for one mistake. I give that. And clearly he brings more to the team than I know, or we all know, because the boys seem to love him. The respect you saw from Laurent's tweet. He seems to have that kind of passion and drive for the club. So, yeah, he obviously has more than potentially what he's putting out on the field. If you're going to play him just off the striker's shoulder in that kind of higher midfield role, clearly that's probably a better position for him because he's scoring goals. You can't take that away from him, and he scores 2 on Saturday. So, yes, okay, a humble pie sprinkling of I'm still right.
Okay. I have a little bit of a worry for you. You guys have been talking about how the brilliance of Steve all season, as have every other Burnley podcast. The mainstream media seems to have now caught onto it. We're seeing other podcasts that don't look at Burnley saying just how good he is. I mean, this was from the official club admin. Will now be scheduling the exact same post for every match moving forward. This is very good at football. The Sky commentators, you won't have heard it, but we're relaxing lyrical, even commenting as to whether he actually could stay at Burnley. Connor, the Championship's going to be a poorer place without Burnley next year. That's for certain. But this guy we're going to be hearing a lot more about Esteve, aren't we? In many years to come. Do you think he's got it to go to the very highest level? I'm talking Champions League here.
Oh, absolutely. I think there's no doubt in my mind the lad's he's literally got the world at his feet here. I mean, how we did in that second half, as Jordan said Monday, it was absolutely immense. He was all over the show. He was running the show for most of it. He's got potential to go big places, and I'm surprised he didn't leave in the summer to big places because I think Tottenham came in for him. Good move. In the end, he didn't go to Tottenham, but a big team like that, he's destined for great things, that lad.
Okay. Right. Let's talk about a name we haven't mentioned, I don't think, all season on this channel. Let's talk about Alan Pace, Jordan, shall we? He was there in the stands. I think he was nearly in tears there. He tweeted here about he brought his little grandson as well to the game. We haven't spoken about him all season. Does he deserve a bit more credit than what some fans give him credit for?
I think Alan Pace is a very savvy businessman with an obvious care of the club. Now, he's not a Barry Kilby level fan. You know, Barry Kilby's, more of a native, if you will, and kind of gets it. However, Pace brings that monetary gain. He knows what he's doing with a business per se. He seems to be making the right moves to steady the ship and stables. I think he's questioned like his morals and his ethics of how he goes about business way too much. So how many people do I see working a job like I work trying to tell him how to run a business? And it's just like, we don't know, so let's stop pretending like we do. We're at a £40 million loan he took out, and this were a couple of months ago now, and people were going on like he just set fire to Turf Moor. I said he seems to be about 20 steps ahead of everyone else, and it's taking some people a long time to see how good he is in his position. We all questioned him with the company move. Look at how brilliant that turned out to be. We all questioned him with the Scott Parker move. Look at how good that turned out to be. We all questioned when he bought the club and how he bought the club. I said till I was blue in the face, that's how Americans do it. That's how they purchase things. Nobody wanted to listen to me, but what a good move. Let's start putting some more respect on Pacey's name. My only criticism is that he could be a touch more open about stuff, i.e. injuries and stuff, because then that just creates speculation. But apart from that, he's the man to take our club forward.
Dan, can you add to that?
Not really. No, I agree with everything he said. I don't know how much he has with the in day-to-day workings of the team and what have you. He must have a hand in it because he's got the right staff in the right places. The recruitment, certainly since the company came in, you see who he's bought, nobody's. You never heard of him, and he flogs them for like 4 or 5 times more than what we bought them for. He's managed, whoever he's got in that position seems to be able to spot talent. He he sacked Dyche, everyone hit the roof, and then he brings company in and everyone loads over him. What a great move. What a savvy signing. We don't hear any rumours of debt. I don't know. The accounts come out, people will pour through them and what have you. He seems to have a connect with the fans. He's trying to, bridge that gap. He's on social media, albeit, like Jordan says, maybe not all the way forthright with, Trezor and all that kind of nonsense that comes with it. But yeah, a foreign owner coming in, you're always kind of, I'm not too sure where Burnley. It's a local town for local people. However, I have nothing bad to say for him. He's done the job and he's done it well.
Okay. Well, if you're watching, Mr. Pace, congratulations, very much deserved. You can now stop your nonsense legal action against Everton Football Club. You don't need to do that. You're in the back of the Premier League. You can drop it.
Everton buy any more of our players, I'm going to come and set fire alarm off in your hotel.
I don't think it has one. Right, brilliant. The Hannibal song. Okay, Connor, you teach me the words to this. We can make it out. Something. Go on. Where's it come from?
He's in your head, Hannibal, Hannibal, Hannibal. Oh, that's it. Just goes all like that.
Okay, I think I got it towards the end. Yeah, on repeat. God, what have you made of his season, Connor?
I think he's gone under the radar in terms of his actual technical ability. I think people love him for the cleaner way to put it, wind-up merchant he is really. But I mean, you look at his highlight reels. He runs the show for most of it. He goes under the radar by a lot of people, and even opposition fans who just don't like him. I think he's been one of our, besides from Anthony and Steve and all that lot, he's been one of our best players, actually. I'm going to say that.
Yeah. He's just a player you just love to hate, isn't it? When he's playing for you, you love players like that. But yeah, frustrating. But yeah, well done. Now, it didn't stop, of course, as soon as the admin posted Burnley were promoted, that rival fans were straight on. Jordan with comments like this. Straight back down. See you in 12 months. Blackburn were posted. Enjoy getting battered every single week. See you shortly. You won't care one bit, I know, but is this Burnley side going to do better than the last one that went up?
Yes, it is, because I think Scott Parker takes a pragmatic look at things where Company didn't, and he didn't want to change his football. He didn't want to change the way he played. In the full scale of things, I think he will adapt within games or to a different style. Like if it's not working, I think he might just go and change it. Or maybe we've even learned that if it's not working, let's make a change a bit faster. To everyone booing, leave them to it. Sheffield United, you again, we will refer to what I said the other week. Laughing at somebody who's got promoted and you haven't is like laughing at being homeless and laughing at somebody without a house. It doesn't make sense. The saltiness of the tears, it's brilliant. I love it. I love it how the Sheffield United fellas there going, straight back down. Well, you never went up to come back down, so stop panicking. Stop worrying. If we do come back down, we'll take another 6 points off you. Don't worry yourself. Blackburn's page, I don't even know where they chirp up. They've only just got Wi-Fi in Blackburn, let's have it right. So they've only just figured out how to use it and they're having a little play. Long may it continue. We're a staple of the Premier League, in my opinion.
Yeah. Lots of love in from Leeds fans to Burnley as well. Obviously, they were watching, and you helped them get up, Dan, as well. So, yeah, bosom buddies with Leeds. Who'd have thought that, eh?
Yeah, that's an unusual one, isn't it? It's one that no one really saw coming. But yeah, we'll both go up. I think we'll both approach it very differently. There's rumours circulating that they're going to sack the manager in Leeds.
Yeah.
It's an unusual one.
That would be a very good move.
You reckon?
I do not rate Farke. I think he gets along on a wing and a prayer. I don't think he knows his best Leeds side. And if they had somebody who could steady the ship a bit, even if they had a Chris Wilder, like I'm just going to go out on a limb now, just come out with something erratic. But I do believe this. If Wilder were in charge of Leeds, that would be a better team. Because Farke, he doesn't know his best team.
My God,
Jordan, we've told you before. I know you think drinking's cool, but you should stop it. All right.
Yeah, I just
Clearly,
feel Leeds fans are watching this. The comments are going to
Leeds
go
fans going
ballistic.
absolutely ballistic. The Wi-Fi will be melting in Yorkshire.
All right. Congratulations again. Right. What other topics did we have? Goal of the season. We need to pick that. So in a couple of minutes, get your think caps on for the best goal of the season. Port Vale fans, Dan. I'm from Stoke originally, but so I've got a lot of friends that support Port Vale. They're desperate for you not to steal their record. The record is still on for the most clean sheets in a single season, which stands at 30. You're one short of that. QPR and Millwall. Millwall at home, QPR away this weekend. I know promotion was the main thing. Do you think there's even discussions in those dressing rooms about going for this record? Does it not matter?
In the cold light of day, no, it doesn't matter. The focus of the season was to get out of the league, get into the Premier League, and we've done that. However, we've now got 2 games now where we can either throw caution to the window, we can go for those records, because this isn't going to happen again for a very, very long time. So, you either think, do you go for the record and play out 2 boring 0-0ers and get the record, but you finish second? Or do you go for the championship? Now, Parker in his interviews has been saying, no, we're going for the title. With the greatest of respect to QPR, they must be so far on the beach by now. I don't think they were in any danger of going up or down. That it should. I know it's the last game of the season, but that in theory should just be a cakewalk. And it probably won't now, whatever. But and then Millwall will probably be out of all the promotion races by the time we get there, or their fate decided one way or the other. So again, we may have 2-0 games with nothing riding on it. No one wants to get injured in these games, and we may play out. And the record's there. It's there for the taking. Now, would you want promotion in the record, or do you just want the title? I think because it happens so rarely, in my opinion, go for the record because that will be etched in history forever. People go up and down all the time. But that's what my opinion is. Others may disagree.
Yeah, no, it's a record that stood for 60-odd years, 70-odd years. All right. Yeah, good stuff. Right then. Connor, we haven't talked about Scotty Parker the whole one, so we must finish. We must finish it. We must finish it by talking about him. He's quite emotional at the end of it. And if you saw the TV footage of him going to celebrate with his family, genuinely, were you one of those forward eyebrow people at the start of the season when his name was first of all linked with the job and giving it to them? It's fair to say he's done an absolutely cracking job, but where are we in terms of improving not just Burnley fans wrongly doubted him, but the footballing fraternity?
Well, I don't know. When he first got linked, I remember distinctly tweeting out, "Not Scott Parker, please, not Scott Parker." And then a couple of weeks later, with the other candidates, I said, "Scott Parker, please, Scott Parker." I was happy with the appointment because I didn't want someone like Van Nistelrooy, and see, I was right in the end because he's awful. And I think he had that stigma on him of losing 9-0 to Liverpool and being boring in the Championship with Fulham and Bournemouth, getting sacked in Belgium. And I think he really has changed people's picture on him, except Second Tier Podcast. They just really don't seem to like him at all. But...
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Is that a swear word? Is that a swear word here?
Absolutely.
No, I think he's changed a lot of people's minds. Some, obviously not, but we won't name them. He's certainly changed.
Like Voldemort.
Absolutely. Look, I mean, Jordan, we can't put any more spillers on him than what we have done. Boring or not, who cares? He's done his job, hasn't he?
I think my Wi-Fi's going in. I don't know. Let's see if it sells. Is it going to sell?
Yeah, no, your Wi-Fi's back, Jordan. Scotty Parker, come on, finish it off for us. What do you have to say about him?
I think he's brilliant. And I've loved his ethics. I've loved his morals. I've loved the way that he's focused on the team as individuals and as players. I like the kind of camaraderie he's brought back to the team. It feels like it's back in the community again. I feel like I know my players on like not a passionate level, but you know what I mean. I feel like I understand my team again, and I do feel like he's put his absolute heart and soul into this, and he's let us know that everything he's felt, we felt it with him. And I really do think he could be the man to really give it a good go in the Premier League, because it's not just a team of like individuals put together on the pitch. Let's see how they play. It's now Scott Parker's team, and they play for him and play for the shirt, and most importantly for the fans. So I think he's drilled that into the boys, that you're out there and you're doing it for them. And he's not hid anything. He's not said, "Oh, everything's going to be perfect." He's been really honest with us when it's been time to be honest. He's also took criticism when we were drawing a lot of games, and he said, "Look, this needs to change," and he did change it. Everything he's promised us, he's delivered on. So let's have a bit of faith in him now.
Absolutely. Right. Final thing then. Goal of the season. This is going to be difficult because there's been quite a few good Burnley hits. We need you to pick your favourite one that you've watched. In the comments, can you help us out with this, please? What should win the Burnley goal of the season competition? Dan, start us off.
I'm going to pick one, and it will shock you all because Brownhill was involved in it. It was, I know. It was against Plymouth.
Penalty.
His penalty. No. It was against Plymouth away. It was Fleming's opener. The ball that he plays into him was just phenomenal. I know the finish was not easy because it gets fizzed at him in his centre of the goal, and he has to steer it in. But the build-up play, that pass from Brownhill where he kind of volleys it across goal, he keeps it low and hard, and then Fleming tucks it away. There probably are more spectacular goals. I had 2 or 3 written down, but I knew each one I'd pick. Connor's probably picked. So I went for one, which is a little bit different, but that was my favourite. But whether it's goal of the season, probably not, but it was my favourite goal.
Brilliant. John?
Mine, this one's easy for me. It's just because I absolutely love watching it again. They're getting Manny Benson's fourth. He's fourth. Oh, and he just, when he got onto his right foot, and I went, no, you're left-footed, and he went bang, and I thought, you're both-footed. You can do that as many times as you want. So yeah, Manny Benson's absolute rocket to seal that game. Yeah,
good shout. Connor?
And I'm going to say Zian Fleming's absolute rocket away at Norwich to equalise. It was a god-awful game to watch until that moment. But, what a hell of a stride that was. And that was really one of his first main goals for us, really, that got him up and running.
Absolutely. Jolly good. Would you care to guess what the Blackburn fans said was their goal of the season?
Andy Van.
Yeah, Andre's fine.
Good. That he did.
What, that absolute fluke? It was meant to be a cross or something.
One where he's knocking it to his mate on wing and he absolutely shins it and it goes in.
Brilliant. We're going to miss this. Right, okay. Formal invitation to all 3 of you to come to Bramley Moordock at the new Everton Stadium, whenever that fixture is. Probably going to be stuck on a stupid Wednesday night fixture, something like that. But look forward to seeing you all there. Right, thank you very much. Congratulations. Cheers, once again.
Cheers, boys.
Burnley. Have a good one. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you next week as we review.
Just before you do, Mark, sorry.
Hello.
So just before you do you know that spot-on thing that you showed when we were on a few weeks back?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm second on the leaderboard, and in theory, I'm getting invited back. I'll be on the pitch on the last game of the season. All right?
Brilliant. Okay.
Now, if we get Josh Brownhill on this show next week, I'll wear a Brownhill shirt whilst I'm doing it. All right?
If we get Josh Brownhill on this show, you're getting a Josh Brownhill tattoo on your back. We'll pay for it.
Whoa, roll back now. Anyway, thanks very much, Mark. See you guys.
All right, good luck. Okay, right. See you. Enjoy QPR away. See you then.